Mind the kind of giving hope when they down and out. Dig a hole so deep, ain't no climbing out. Watch it.
Yeah, I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it lonely at the top, but it's the best. Don't you see me out here shining, barely flex. I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it lonely at the top, but it's the best. And even if we die today, don't live forever. Live forever.
Yo, listen, just like I told Coco, my vision is you already know though. So go, slow, back my logo, for show, Coco.
Get down on the.
Yo, listen, just like I told Coco, my vision is you already know though. So go, slow, back my logo, for show, Coco. Now get down on it.
Yeah, little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save us. Say amen. Amen. Yeah. That boys in that game win. Can't win. Jet. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Remember no was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Now we pull up in the Fondas. Glow up. Walk in. Show up. Baby, hold up. Glow up. Boy, don't touch. We flow. Glow up. Yeah. I'm laughing to the bank. All new blue Benny Franks. Pulled up on him in the tank. Yeah. That guy just a rap guy. I'm so mad fly in. He ain't. Let me back. I gave me until I was going on. I'm Miami. They all cornballs. They can't stand me. I finesse. All them. I hear. Get a plan. Let's go that my whoa. No low. Got screen on yo. She post up a MCM and we like that JoJo. When we out and we see him, he always ask for photo. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save us. Say amen. Yeah. That boys in that game win. Can't win. Jet. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of wide receivers who certainly want to be targeted throughout the game. It's Marshall's Giants going up against Jeffrey's Eagles.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. With Eli Manning and the New York Giants. Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Second down, here's Manning. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Throwing is Manning on third down. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big gain of 31 on third down. Forward for about 4 down to the 37. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. They'll run again with Vereen. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him. And some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Now Marshall coming in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning trying to lay one up into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And now look at him go. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That's nothing new for him, a pick-6. He had 2 of those in the regular season last year.
You're hoping to get 1 in a career, let alone 2 in a season. And to be able to judge what's going on, read patterns, go after the football, sometimes catch a good break, whatever it takes, paying it off with a pick-6 is a big-time deal.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And the wideout in motion. Manning to throw on second down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. From the gun, it's Manning. To Vereen out in the flat. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Eagles take possession. First carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, here's Wentz. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be third down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now Wentz on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now, that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. Donnie Jones set to punt it away now in his 14th year in the NFL as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn the overs. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. They stick on the ground. Again, it's Marine. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Manning. Able to find Harris, complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On play action, it's Manning. He's going to air one out. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Manning now to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blount. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Pumphrey last year at San Diego State led the country over 2,100 yards rushing. The question now, how do you see him translating to the NFL?
Well, I hear all the naysayers talk about him being less than 180 pounds, but look, the production at San Diego State, the number of carries, this kid has toughness. He will carry the ball and surprise people. And look, he broke Marshall Faulk's record at San Diego State. That's got to count for something.
Wentz now to throw. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now a play fake. Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Am I giving away my age when I remember Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie entering the NFL?
Oh, that doesn't make you old.
No, it doesn't. It makes me feel old. But I'm telling you, when he first hit the league, one of those long corners, a lot of length.
And Vereen, sure-handed as he is, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run. It's Vereen. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Shane Vereen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football. Ah, yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
Wins to throw on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. He was second in the NFL last year with 6 interceptions. This time, not only the interception, but also 6 points.
And it's just so difficult to go get the football in this league because people are so proficient in the passing game. It's not easy at all to read patterns, to break on the football, catch the ball, take it the other way. Yeah, when you have a guy like that on your team, you feel really good about his efforts.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Jason Pierre-Paul first burst on the scene for me, headed towards his draft year. You know what I saw him doing? Like 15, 16 backflips in a row on a YouTube video.
Athlete.
Absolute athlete, and he uses that agility to slip past guys and make plays in the backfield.
That draft year 2010, 15th overall pick. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Donnie Jones now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is brought in at the 21. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They go play action here on first down. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. lose yardage back to the 29. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Manning going to throw. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Wentz now on first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run here with Pumphrey. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Sturgis able to knock it through. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants. And we will skip the highlights show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
To throw is Wentz. And avoids the contact by sliding. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They run the counter. Smallwood. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. second down following the run. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Mark Hertzlick leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jason Pierre-Paul. He's the one to get in this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's taken in at the 9. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On the run, here's Vereen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Brandon Marshall, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run. Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll run here with Vereen. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. Second down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job 1 for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Now a play fake. Manning. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Shotgun now for Manning. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And welcome back. We are in the city of Brother. Now a carry for Blunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Throwing now is Wentz. Flush to his right. And this is Ertz with it, right side. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Here's Blunt. He stiff arms him, and now running right through him. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Wentz, and he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
New York set to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. And shedding through the tackle. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. This time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. The play clock's running down. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football, incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Wentz, got to have this one. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll run it here with Blunt. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Back to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Wentz now giving to Blunt on the draw. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Again, here's Blunt. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blunt, his first 1,000-yard season since what, 2010, his rookie year, and 18 touchdowns in the regular season, and no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
Now Blunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. He's back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Torrey Smith with time running out. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Wentz to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, I think it's easy to figure out why they went for 2 there, right? You want to make sure you're guarding against a field goal beating you.
Yeah, but with this little time on the clock, they just need to worry about protecting on the kickoff.
That's the big one. And with the kickoff coming up, I wouldn't squib it. I would kick it deep, but not so deep that the return guy can get it. I want to make someone else handle the football. Yeah, put some height on it and take some time down.
And the Giants ready to come out now. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. His lone attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most. And the Giants win the football game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Giants, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.